Chelsea Football Club and Enzo Maresca put down the gauntlet. Enzo Maresca comes out and publicly tells players, if you want to leave, feel free to leave, and names Noni in it. We're going to talk about it. Furthermore, we get fined. Chelsea Football Club have got hit with 20 million euros and a potential 60 million more by UEFA for breaking rules. However, they've made an X amount of money at the Club World Cup. They've already paid the fine, and the fine is worth nothing. Chelsea don't care. And finally, we need to break down the game. The good, the bad, the downright ugly from a 2-1 victory. Chelsea 2, Palmeiras 1. Chelsea make a stake. That is 14 wins in the last 16 games. 2 losses have come in that time. And what has happened in those games? Both games had red cards. Chelsea are el fuego, on fire. Absolutely, we're going to break it down. Before we get started, number one, hit that like button because Chelsea are through to another semi-final. Secondly, if you like football related content, I'm your favorite YouTube dietitian and nutritionist. I have upgraded myself. We have given ourselves a promotion, so subscribe to the channel. And finally, in the comments below, were you impressed with João Pedro? Because for me, I can't lie to you, he has massively surprised me. I didn't think he could play number 9 like that. Let's get into it. So let me get the boring stuff out the way. Let's talk about the financials. Then we'll get into the Noni Madueke situation because this is heating up. He's open to go. Maresca's basically told him you can go. And if anyone else wants to be like you, they can follow you out the door. We're going to talk about that. Then we'll get into the good, the bad, and the downright ugly from the Chelsea 2, Palmeiras 1 game. What happened? Fabrizio Romano reports that UEFA have charged 5 clubs for breaching the rules of financial fair play. For those of you that don't know, there are 2 regulations that clubs that play in Europe and in England have to meet. The first one is Profit and Sustainability Regulation, PSR. Chelsea meet that. They sell hotels, they do everything, they find ways, they meet those regulations. The second one is FFP. This is UEFA's one. This is basically UEFA's rules to play in Europe. And for last year, Chelsea broke those rules. And because Chelsea broke those rules, there was a penalty. This penalty is based on how severe you broke the rules. They're strict. But what happens is, UEFA basically punish you and take the money out of your future earnings, or you pay it up front. So what do I mean by that? UEFA punished Chelsea for across the next 4 years, 80 million euros. However, 20 million of it is guaranteed. They have to pay it. The second part, the 60 million euros, is conditional. Meaning, if Chelsea do X, Y, and Z, they don't pay nada. They don't need to pay it. There's no worry about it. They won't be penalized. That's it. Unless they keep repeating to break the rules, which it looks like Chelsea aren't going to be. Just look at the way that we've changed the way we're spending. It is a lot more measured. We're getting players out. We're getting players in. What we need to do is raise our revenue. And once we raise our revenue, we're going to be able to spend more money. But that's the rule. The second thing is, by beating Palmeiras, Chelsea now have made £61 million in 3 weeks. They've paid that fine off and then some. They basically paid the fine off, paid off Liam Delap, and maybe the installments for João Pedro for the first one. Genuinely, that's how good the Club World Cup has been. There is potential to go win even more money, 36 million more. So if we beat Fluminense, if we go and win the Club World Cup, we get a beautiful badge. I get to talk my smack. The club makes more money, get to invest more into the club, and maybe we can go get me a Mike Maignan. But it is what it is. The next story. It has become public knowledge Noni Madueke is potentially going to be leaving Chelsea Football Club. We know Chelsea have got Estevao coming back. Estevao dunked on Chelsea yesterday with the goal he scored. Oh my days. And he celebrated like he meant it. Honestly, I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Why? Because I love players like that. Each personality, each character. I hate this. I'm not celebrating against my old team. Why? Celebrate. Go and celebrate. You scored a great goal. This is what the game is about. Anyone that gets upset at him, grow up. I'm simple as that. But Noni Madueke is basically being forced out the club. Fans are turning on him. Fans are saying, oh, anybody who wants to leave, because Fabrizio came out and said Noni is open to the idea of joining Arsenal. And you've got aggregators on Twitter saying, oh, anyone that's open to the idea of going to Arsenal is not welcome at Chelsea. First of all, mate, Noni's not the one pushing for the move. Chelsea have been pushing him out. Chelsea can keep telling us, right, through briefs, oh, Noni Madueke has got a future here. But we keep hearing what? At the right price, Noni will leave. Newcastle are interested, £50 million. Arsenal interested, £50 million. How comes I'm not hearing rumours like this about Cole Palmer? How comes I'm not hearing rumours like this about Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo? Because you want to keep him. You want to sell Nicholas Jackson and Noni. And you know what? It's perfectly fine that you do. I agree with your decision. So when Noni wants to move on for his own future, I'm not going to hold that against him. And I think Noni should do what's best for him. The way Chelsea are doing what's best for us. And it's as simple as that. But what's going on here? After the game, Maresca came on and Maresca spoke a lot. And I'm telling you, he spoke a lot. A lot. And the lot is, hey, it's a cheeky answer. Initially, the quote that came out was very damning. And I'm so glad I didn't make the video straight away last night. What I did was I let it fester. I got some little bit of sleep, woke up, studied a bit. Now I decided, okay, it's time for me to make a video on this. What he said is, Noni was a very important player has been a very important player for us this season. And then he went on to say, Noni, like other players, needs to understand, basically along the lines, if you want to stay here, you need to do some stuff. And then, this is the key line here. If you don't want to be here, leave. Basically, you can go. If your head's not in it, you can go. He essentially, and I'm paraphrasing here, the quote will be up there for you guys to read. He said, if your heart's not in it at Chelsea, dip. I don't care who you are. If you aren't pulling the same way. I remember when Reece James said it. If you're not laying the bricks with us, don't be here when the wall was built. Or whatever he said, right? And for me, that is a beautiful statement. Because if you don't want to be at Chelsea, we don't want you. Chelsea is not a club that begs players to stay. What we do is we persuade you to stay, we give you an avenue, we prove to you that you stay here, you will win trophies. And you know what? We had 2 years of not winning trophies. This year we won the Conference League. We could win the Club World Cup. And last year we could have won the Carabao Cup. We might not have been winning league titles in recent years, but we have been winning European titles. And it's been paramount to our success and to our brand growing. Chelsea Football Club is an entity that wins trophies. You stay here, you will win. You do your job, you will be loved. I've always said, you want to move on to Arsenal? Be my guest. Noni Madueke, I will drive you personally to North London. £50 million. Go and be Bukayo Saka's backup. Personally, I ain't driving you to Newcastle, but that's the move you should be making. It is what it is. I hold no animosity towards Noni. I think if he wants to move there, so be it, brother. You're not going to play at Chelsea. You're not better than Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. The manager loves him like a son. And Estevao is the future of this club. They have put so much money into this kid. If you saw the way Reece James at the end of the game hugged him, Cole Palmer needed a translator to chat to him. He still chat to him. Dario Sugo, I know your role in this squad now. 5th choice midfielder, 1st choice translator. Absolutely brilliant. He was there, he was laughing, pretending he understood Cole Palmer's accent. The lap came. I don't know what the lap said to him. Nobody understands northern accents. They're very difficult. But it is what it is, man. It's nice. Estevao scored against us. And he got absolutely hugged up by all Chelsea players. And it was nice to see how they're welcoming him in. Now that we spoke about that, let's get into the good, the bad, and the downright ugly from Chelsea 2, Palmeiras 1. Let's break it down. Number 1. Cole Palmer back on the score sheet. Listen, Cole Palmer had 1 goal in the last 26 games. And for those of you that watch this channel, what is my principle on this channel? When you're bad, I call you out. When you're great, I will praise you. And when you play average, I will say that you have played average. Cole Palmer's been playing well. Problem is his finishing has been abysmal. I'm not exaggerating when I say it. I mean it from my heart, my corazón. It has been abysmal. It has been pathetic. But yesterday, that finish was marvellous. Chalobah picks up the ball, carries the ball. Love it. When your defenders are brave, it's what we usually see from Josh Chempong. So what I always say is, if Josh can do it, why can't you do it? Chalobah carries the ball, threads an eye of the needle pass, great weight. Palmer on his back foot, receives it on his left foot. Touch takes the defender out, an additional touch, opens up the angle, brilliant slot. You see those finishes on Chelsea TV YouTube on a regular basis. It was wonderful. Prior to that, there was another shot with his right foot, tested the keeper well. Palmer was feeling himself in that first half. He was in the right half spaces a lot. He was picking up number 10 rolls. He looked absolutely brilliant. And you know what? He deserved the goal. He ran to his boy Toussaint. And Toussaint, man, Toussaint is slowly becoming, one of my cult favorites. Why? Because Toussaint just looks like somebody, maybe because he's roughly the same age as me. Me and him could have a beer, we could talk, we could listen to music, and he looks like he's such a good vibes guy in the team. He's not the best player. He's not a great defender. But what he does is, he's reliable, the squad loves him, and he brings a good leadership and aura to the team. And it says a lot. When Cole scores, he ran straight to him. He ain't even playing. The second thing, Santos and Enzo. What happened? Reece James got an injury. in the warm-up? Well, it was a precautionary removal, they said. He felt something, they didn't want to risk him, they took him out. Well done, well done. There's no need to risk him. You got Asugu and Santos. Santos and Enzo lost that midfield in the first half. I'm telling you right now, you wanted physicality, they gave you physicality. You wanted technique and prowess, they gave you tactical battle, they gave it. Honestly, there's been this myth going around the Chelsea fan base, especially throughout like content creators. Enzo and Santos will fight for one position. Santos can't play in the Lavia and Caicedo position because Asugu's there. And this myth has been dragged out to the point where people are believing this. And I saw with my own eyes last year. Diarra at Strasbourg was pushing on in moments, and guess what was happening? Santos was sitting. Then they would swap. Then there would be instances where Decore would sit and Santos would push on. At one point, it was Barco and Santos. Santos can do everything in midfield. He's a Swiss Army knife in the literal sense. Man, them called Renato Vega a Swiss Army knife. This would be an elite Swiss Army knife then. One of the a Gucci Swiss Army knife. That's how good he is. And the reality is, Andre Santos played like he belongs at the level. And what you saw was one touch expressing himself with passing. Him and Enzo were on the same wavelength. And there was one instance where I said, this guy is so ready for our team. In the second half, we came under the cosh a little bit. We lost the ball high up. This guy skipped past Andre Santos. He took him out the game. You know the way Enzo sometimes gets taken out, where Jorginho. Someone knocked it because there's space, right? And he's running and the guy has to turn. And if you're not quick, you're not going to turn it quickly enough. And he knocked it past him. And he's running straight out our defense. Santos runs, I think it was Rios. He nicks the ball off him from behind. Caicedo's challenge. Passes it away, turns around and gives him some. And I was like, hey, this guy's got the dog in him. Absolute. Check the lungs. You know that one. MRI scan the lungs. You will see a dog in there. Absolute beast. The way he gave the ball back to the Chelsea player, turned around and yelled in his face like my man owed him money. He sunned him. He made 5 tackles in the game. Really well in possession. Couple of strikes from far out. Just all-round good performance. The depth we have is unreal. Enzo Fernandez. Listen, when are we going to start giving Enzo Fernandez the respect he deserves? You know what's happened? Enzo Fernandez has come in. He started brilliantly. And then he had a shaky period, which we all agree. Then he lost all that weight that he got from the British food. Yeah? Them ones fast food, everything you getting in the UK. Most probably been going out, enjoying himself. He's young. He's lost it. He's lean, he's mean, he's a fighting machine. Genuinely. And what's happening is his performance levels have been here. He drops the occasional stinker and people pretend it's the norm. This guy is a beast. Absolutely love the player. Him and Caicedo, and now Lavia and Santos. Wow. Asugu will develop. He's not ready to come in yet. He just got relegated as Las Palmas. But when we will see him is in good situations where you feed him slowly minutes. Santos is ready to play now. And Enzo is going to make it so difficult for him. And I love it. The options make me so happy. The other thing. Defensively, what we are doing to teams, yeah, is absolutely mad. We might not create an awful lot of chances. We get into good position. But what we are stifling teams. First half, they done nothing. The goal they scored was a 0.04 XG chance. That angle, Estevao has no right scoring. You could give praise to Estevao, but at the same time, you need to ask questions of your goalkeeper. However, we absolutely limited them to, basically nothing. There was one opportunity in the first half. And chances will happen. Look, no such thing as a perfect defense. It was the 46th minute. They got the ball. They crossed it in. Pedro Leto let his man run off. Header into the ground straight into Sanchez's hands. And that's the only chance they had. Genuinely, we were bloody amazing. And I loved it. Just defensively, the system's right. And then the show of character. Look, good teams don't play brilliantly all the time. Good teams just know how to win. And we are slowly becoming a good team. You know, we didn't have to play well for the 90 minutes. We played well for 40. We had a bad, shaky 5 minutes. Then what happened? They came out in the second half, 15 minutes of them dominating us, and after that, we took control of the game, and the goal was coming. We were knocking it around, passing the ball, and then we took a short corner. Short corner goes to Palmer. Palmer gives it to Enzo. Enzo, instead of shooting, makes the right decision, gives it out wide to Gusto. Gusto, left foot, deflected, goes in. Malo Gusto done really well in that instance. He risked it, used the stronger foot, didn't delegate responsibility. I love it. 2-1 Chelsea, character exemplified. We won the game. Then what happened? Joao Pedro came on, and you guys heard me, right? And you've all watched my channel. I've never said Joao Pedro is a bad player. What I've always said is, what are we doing fit-wise? He's not a left winger. I haven't seen him play number 9. When I do, I'm worried about his finishing. But he is a very good number 10. Who plays in the 10? Cole Palmer. Well, yesterday, he came on at number 9. And when he came on at number 9, broski, you could have fooled me. Do you know what it reminded me of? And please, just don't jump on me. Do you remember when Arsenal signed Gabby Jesus, and for 3 months, Gabby Jesus was moving like he's the best number 9 in the league? There was touches, ingenuity, creating chances, goal scoring, expressing himself, joga bonito at its finest. You know, and that's what it was. Joao Pedro was chesting balls, absolutely marshalling defenders, ready for a scrap, laughing at defenders' faces. Who do you think you're playing with? Now I need to talk about the bad and the downright ugly. A lot of people are not going to like this. I'm telling you right now, you need to hear this. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It's not very difficult, okay? Number 1, we need to do better for the goal that we conceded. I know it's a low XG chance. What happened was Estevao picked up the ball in the pocket. One touch, took Colwell out the game. Poor positioning from Colwell. He got caught. But at the same time, what I am going to say for Levi Colwell is the touch was going away from goal, onto his weaker foot, and Estevao absolutely slapped it. You know, he put his foot around it, slapped it. Absolutely, like, pure connection with his little swinger, and it went. I expect Sanchez to do better. The reaction was slow. It was on his goalkeeping side. I'm not going to lie to you, he had to do better. My personal opinion. That's why it's in the bad, not in the downright ugly. We got away with it. Malo Gusto. We have got a problem here. And I need to talk about this because people think the goal will mask the performance. Malo was very good in aspects, but Malo was hopeless in fundamentals. I will explain. Malo basically was a right back, right? We held the width. He was doing basically inside runs rather than overlap runs. He was coming into the middle, congesting it when needed. However, a lot of the responsibilities he's done were purely a right back responsibility. He wasn't inverted as much as people want to pretend. But what was annoying was he gets into the positions, he builds up play, but then when it comes to releasing the ball, he just wasn't on point, bruv. He was not on point. He needs to do better. He needs to do better. The passing of the ball was poor. The delivery of crosses was poor. He has to be better. And I'm not saying this because I'm getting at him. I'm saying this because I look at what Hakimi offers. I look at what Mendes offers. I look at what, I'm not even joking, what Valverde offers when he's playing right back for them. Trent offers. You know, I want more. And I know he's the backup, but I know Josh can do this. So if Josh can do it for me, why is Josh not playing? It's because of favourite. So I need more from you, Malo. And it's because I expect more. The ugly. Delap, this is, we need to call you out, broski. I know you are rough and tumble. I know you're one of those strong guys. You know them ones. I know you want to impose yourself. I know you don't want to get bullied. And a lot of the Chelsea fans think it's cute. You know, like, oh, look at Delap. He's imposing himself. Oh, he's got some shithousery. I love it. Listen, I love it too. But I want it in moderation. The shithousery is a bonus. It's not the game. I think it is difficult being Chelsea's number 9. It's something I've said religiously. He is not ready to be our number 9. He's a good finisher. He'll get opportunities. He will score goals. But the all-round game, he needs to improve on. That's not my problem. It's the yellow cards that are my problem. I can't cook Nicholas Jackson and then not cook you for this. Yesterday, he was begging for a yellow card. He was scrapping, he was beefing, he was getting frustrated. Those Brazilian defenders absolutely played him like a thumb. They played him like a toy. The second thing, suspensions. Now, Delap's suspended, Colwell suspended. Meaning, Joao Pedro is most probably going to start. And in the defence, it'll be Toussaint and it will be Chalobah. There is no one else. Badiashile's out. Colwell got himself suspended stupidly for a needless challenge. Cucurella almost got himself suspended. I don't know how he avoided him and Caicedo, right? They have downloaded packages that allow them to make 15 fouls before they get 1 yellow. I don't know how they do it. Caicedo getting suspended actually shocked me, but he'll be back, so happy days. And finally, injuries. Reece pulled something. And whenever I hear Reece, Lavia, Fofana, I panic. Nothing good ever comes because it's always injuries. And if Reece is out for a significant period of time, I don't mind. Like, in the sense that, well, let's recover him. It's the Club World Cup. We've got basically 6-7 weeks till the season starts. We'll be fine. However, it is worrying that this is the longest period that he's been fit. And maybe it's the games are coming thick and fast, different climate, you know, he's more tired, the recovery period isn't there. So we'll see what happens. But this was the Kavkas View. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.